Welcome to the Creative Empath Meditation Series. I'm Hannah Rodriguez, and today we're going to talk about writing a letter to your past self. So I want you to take a moment to get comfortable, ground your body in this space, breathe, become aware of the moment. Maybe you scan the room or the space that you're in from left to right, slowly just noticing details and breathing. And then maybe you scan with your eyes across the room again and breathing again, releasing any tension in the shoulders and in the jaw and in the neck. Being here now, feeling a little bit more heavy and grounded in your feet or in your seat area. Just giving yourself the moment to consider tonight's exercise. I want you to first call up an image of who you were 10 years ago. Remember the things that you used to do, the places you used to live, the people you used to see. Remember where you worked or where you went to school. Remember how your family was back then. Remember who you were back then. What were your thoughts and dreams? What were your aspirations and goals? What were your challenges and struggles 10 years ago? See if you can call up in your mind's eye. Just call up an image as if you could paint it across a screen or across a canvas. See if you can call up the emotions and the sensations that you felt 10 years ago. And the time that has elapsed, imagine that as a bridge in your image. It's a bridge from where you are now back to where you were then. Before. And as you cross that bridge, you had many life experiences, learned life lessons, experienced changes, maybe loss, and other transitions. And now you are who you are today. So let's paint a mental image of who you are today. Think about now where you live, now where you work, now the people that you are around, your friends, your family, all the things that you have going on now. And imagine if these two versions of yourselves could correspond. Imagine writing a letter from your current self in the now to your past self in the past. What are some of the things that your past self needed to hear? What are some of the lessons that you want your past self to know? What is some of the wisdom that you've gained over the past 10 years that you wish your past self could have known back then? I challenge you this week to write a letter to your past self, giving yourself the encouragement that you need, you needed, the support that you needed, maybe some insight or awareness or wisdom that you needed back then. And maybe giving yourself also grace and forgiveness that you needed back then as well. What is something that you wished you would have started doing sooner? Maybe you ask yourself to start those habits in the past. Maybe you express that. I wish that you would have started this. I wish you would have done that. I wish you would have changed this. Just expressing any of those types of thoughts on your paper, in your letter. And once you have finished the letter, maybe you seal it up in an envelope. You could even address that letter to yourself and send it through the mail this week. And see what it's like to receive a letter, almost like you're receiving a letter from your future self, and then you can read it, imagining that you are your past self. It could be kind of an existential experience to experience yourself from a different time, and a different level of awareness, and a different place in your life. What could you learn from this exercise? What could you learn about yourself and your changing desires and needs in life? How do you think this exercise could help you let go of something? Maybe something that you're holding on to, an emotion or a memory, something that feels stuck, possibly. Even if this exercise feels kind of silly and strange, it can still have an impact in helping you relate to yourself and helping you grow in your self-knowledge and your self-compassion by expressing empathy for yourself in the past and now in the present. I hope you enjoyed today's meditation. I hope that you try writing yourself a letter to your past self. And if you do, leave me a comment on YouTube below this YouTube video. Let me know what you thought, what you experienced. I'd love to hear more from you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Namaste.